Hey, welcome back to the channel, y'all. Today we are going to be looking at Chat GPT. What does it know about comics? Does it know anything? Well, I mean, everybody says that it knows everything, so it must know something about comics, right? Here's how this is going to work. I'm going to pick some comic issues at random and ask it some questions. We're going to start out with some easy stuff. We'll see what the answers are. First one is Ultraman -1. This is published by Nemesis Comics, and this is issue number 1 of March of 1994. It's giant robot action. Ooh. Still from the show, I think. I'm a big Ultraman fan, so I grew up with that stuff in the 70s. Anyway, I picked this up. I think it was one of the previous videos. I picked it up in a quarter bin somewhere. I don't even remember where now. But let's ask it something. Let's ask how much. See if I can type correctly here. Is Ultraman -1 issue number 1 valued at? Let's see what Chat GPT says about this. Ha! So what it's saying here is it doesn't have access to market prices. However, to the last knowledge update in September 21, there was no information available about Ultraman -1 comic series or issues. It's possible that it was released after my knowledge cutoff. Now, it was released in 1994, ChatGPT, so stumped. Let's see what else we've got here. Batman Chronicles, Volume 3. I picked this one totally at random. Let's see if we can find something interesting in here that ChatGPT may know or may not know about. So far, doesn't have a good track record, but we've only asked it one question. So, let's give it a break. It's still an evolving AI. It's not quite sentient yet. Well, who knows? Maybe it is. Let's see. March 1941, Detective Comics number 49, Clayface walks again. So Clayface probably first appeared, I think, back in Detective Comics 42 or 41. But let's ask it. Let's ask it that. That sounds like a good question. What DC comic did the super villain Clayface make his first appearance? Let's see what he has to say. The supervillain Clayface made his first appearance in Detective Comics number 40. Oh, I was just one issue off. That's close enough for government work. It was published by DC Comics in June 1940. In this issue, the character Basil Carlo, an actor turned criminal who could mold his face like clay, well, you know the thing. You know the rest of the story on Clayface. All right. Got to get a sip of my tea from my Iron Man mug. So not bad there. ChatGPT, good call. That was what? Detective Comics number 40. So let's ask it this question. What is the value of Detective Comics number 40 in good condition? Well, again, it's hedging with this. I don't have access to real-time market data. It recommends I consult a price guide or reaching out to a comic book professional who can appraise it. Checking online marketplaces or auction websites. Interesting. All right. The reason I'm a little shaken by that response is before this video, I have asked it about values of certain comics, and it gave me, pretty accurate responses. And let's see, one of them I recall. Let's do this. Let's pull out this one, Epic Collection, Fantastic Four, Volume 4. And let's see here. It starts out with the introduction of Black Panther into the Marvel Universe. A Lee and Kirby classic, no doubt. Fantastic Four, issue number 52. Back when the funnies were only 12 cents. Those were the days. Man, you gotta love that Kirby artwork. It's interesting how Black Panther's look and feel changed over the years. But, frequently that happens with a lot of heroes. They start out with kind of the original concept, and they sort of evolve over time. Anyway, let's ask it. That's got to be worth something, right? First appearance of Black Panther, Fantastic Four 52. All right. What is the value of Fantastic Four? Whoops, not core, for number 52. And try to make it a little more accurate. Marvel Comics, Fantastic Four, number 52. Let's go with issue number 52. In good condition. Let's see what it says. Standard pat answer, but then, ta-da, it does understand, or it knows, that it was the first appearance of the iconic character Black Panther, created by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. The value of Fantastic Four number 52 in good condition can vary depending on factors such as the comic's condition, rarity, demand, and market fluctuations. Let's see. Does not give me a price. So that's very interesting that it does not give me a price. When I asked it earlier, and I think I might still have that request. Let's go over here to my history. Nah, must have done away with that, even though it's in my history here. But it did give me an actual price value. So I don't know if the model is changing, or if if Chat GPT has decided it doesn't want to get into quoting any prices. Maybe there's some liability there. Who knows? All right, let's ask it one more question around Fantastic Four. I want to see if maybe it knows some vital plot points of the history. So here we have issue number 59. This is when the Inhumans break free. February of what year? I don't know. I'm sure Chat GPT will know. So another pivotal issue in the history of Fantastic Four. So Fantastic Four, issue number 59. What is the synopsis of the story in Marvel Comics? Let's see if it knows the details of the story. Oh my goodness. Will you look at that? Ha! Wow. Impressive here. It gives you a full synopsis of the story. Now, let's see, is it correct? Issue begins with the Fantastic Four returning to New York City after their adventures in the Black Panther's homeland, Wakanda. However, upon their arrival, they find the city in chaos. People are panicking, and the cause of the turmoil is soon revealed to be the arrival of Dr. Doom. Doom has constructed a giant device called the Doomsday Chair, which allows him to project his consciousness into other bodies, effectively taking control of them. Hold on there. Is that correct? Or did I get it wrong? No. Issue number 59. Da, 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 da. There's Dr. Doom. He got some cosmic power by enslaving the Silver Surfer. He stole his cosmic power from him. Does he have the cosmic chair? There's the Inhumans. Let's see. Does it talk about the Inhumans? No, it doesn't. The Doomsday Chair. So the Inhumans are ignored by Chat GPT in this response. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think Chat GPT might be mistaken. Don't see Dr. Doom in the big old death chair or Doomsday Chair. Although the title is Doomsday, so maybe I'm not seeing it. I had not read this issue yet. I just read up to this issue. This is a fantastic book, by the way. Well, I'm sure you know that. Okay. So that one, I'll give it a break. That one's on me. That's lack of preparation on my part. Let's go back to issue number 58, which I did read. In fact, I just read it about an hour ago. So we'll do a simple copy and paste. 58. Let's see what we get here. The Dismal Dregs of Defeat. That's correct. That's the title of that issue. Okay. The issue begins with the Fantastic Four consisting of Mr. Fantastic, Invisible Woman, Human Torch, The Thing, right? We know that. We know they crash landed to Earth. We know all about the origin. As the team regroups and assesses the situation, that they have Hidden Kingdom of Subterranea ruled by the turn. No. That is from issue number 1. That's not what happened in issue number 58. Oh my goodness. This is way off, Chat GPT. Way off. Oh man, Sam Altman, we need to have a call. We need to have a conference call like ASAP, boy. This is not going to work. This is not going to work at all. That's a huge miss. Huge miss. All right, so I'm feeling better about myself now. I think Chat GPT's gone a little loco. Doesn't really know much about what's going on in these comics. But I've got some more lined up for it. So here's another interesting experiment. Shogun Warriors, number 2. This is the one I bought for $12 at a comic book shop. Let's see what it knows about that. What is the value of a good condition issue of Marvel Comics Shogun Warriors number 2? Just the pat response now. Let's see. It did give me something useful. Published in Marvel Comics, February 79, as part of a limited comic book series based on the Shogun Warriors toy line. The value of Shogun Warriors number 2 in good condition can vary, well, we know that, to determine its current market value, yada, 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 yada. Okay. So, one thing I just noticed going back to this Fantastic Four with the final paragraph here, it says, please note that comic book storylines can be complex, involving multiple plot points. The provided synopsis captures the main storyline of Fantastic Four number 58, but there may be additional subplots and details within the issue. Yeah, like the whole other story that is not issue number 1 of Fantastic Four. Come on, man. Chat GPT, come on, man. Spectre, issue 16, DC Comics. I mean, should we even try? This is cool, though. Doug Monk is the writer. Everything he does. Beautiful artwork by Chris Wozniak and Mark Farmer. Love that line work. It's good stuff in here. Who's great in 88. Spectre is an awesome character. Anyway, should we even bother asking it what the value of this comic is? Probably not. There's an interesting ad. Batman, The Cult, 4-issue prestige format. Starlin, Wrightson, Michelle Wrightson. That's a good combo. I was not familiar with that. I wonder if they would pick that up. Starlin and the Wrightsons? Yeah, so how about this? This gives me an idea, though. What is the origin story of DC Comics? The Spectre. Let's see how it does here. While it's thinking on that, I'll have another sip of my tea. The Spectre is a supernatural character in DC Comics who made his first appearance in More Fun Comics number 52 in February 1940. The origin story of the Spectre revolves around the character Jim Corrigan. In his original story, Jim Corrigan was a hard-nosed police detective. While investigating a case, Corrigan was kidnapped by criminals and killed, his body being dumped in a marshy area. However, instead of passing on to the afterlife, Corrigan's spirit was intercepted by a celestial being known as the Voice. The Voice offered Corrigan a chance for vengeance against evil and the ability to protect the innocent. After accepting the offer, Corrigan's spirit was merged with the cosmic entity known as the Spectre. This union granted Corrigan incredible supernatural powers and transformed him into a vengeful spirit of divine retribution, etc. etc. Yeah, great character. Throughout his long history, the Spectre's origin and powers have been explored and expanded upon in various ways. His connection to the afterlife, divine entities, and his own inner turmoil have been recurring themes in his stories. The Spectre has also been associated with several human hosts over the years, including Crispus Allen and Hal Jordan, a.k.a. the Green Lantern. And then we get the caveat. It's important to note that, like many comic book characters, the Spectre's origin and backstory have been subject to retcons, reinterpretations, and additional layers of complexity throughout the years as the DC Comics continuity evolved. Different writers and story arcs have contributed to shaping and expanding the character's mythology. Okay, that's reasonable. I can accept that. Comics is a complicated business, yo. So I think that was pretty decent. That's pretty decent. For accuracy, in terms of the character, yes. First appearance, More Fun Comics number 52, probably. I don't know for sure, but definitely around that timeline. So, should we do another one? Or, yeah, let's do one more. I had one more in the stack. So, I got to try to think of a different way to see if I can stump the AI here. This is another one I pulled at random. 2099 World of Tomorrow, first blockbuster issue. This is September of 1996. The future of the Marvel superheroes begins here. Well, that's cool. It's kind of a mashup of Iron Man, Cyclops, and the Hulk. I don't know too much about the 2099 series, exactly what it was all about, but you know, I had Iron Man 2099. I think that's where I think maybe that was, I don't know, that was where it started, and then maybe it took off. But you know, let's ask Chat GPT. Let's ask it, what is up with Marvel Comics? What is the synopsis of the Marvel Comics 2099 series? Very basic question, but let's see what it does with this. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's a series is a collection of titles set in a futuristic universe that imagines the Marvel universe in the year 2099. The 2099 line of comics was launched in the early 1990s and depicted a dystopian future where new heroes and villains emerged and familiar characters were reinvented for this futuristic setting. While each title within the 2099 line had its own unique storyline and characters, they shared a common backdrop of the year 2099 and a technologically advanced society. Synopsis can vary depending on a specific title, but here is a general overview. The year is 2099 and the world has undergone significant changes. Mega corporations rule over society and advanced technology has reshaped everyday life. Wait, are we talking 2099 or 2023? The future is marked by a gritty cyberpunk aesthetic. I'm still waiting for that. And the heroes and villains that emerge in this era face unique challenges. Main titles within the line include Spider-Man 2099, Punisher 2099, Doom 2099, X-Men 2099, Ghost Rider 2099, Ravage 2099, Hulk 2099. I don't see Iron Man in there. Maybe I was mistaken. There was some kind of, you know, there's that future Iron Man and it's like Tony Stark's nephew or his cousin or some crazy stuff like that. Anyway. For example, Spider-Man 2099 followed the story of Miguel O'Hara, a geneticist who gained spider-like powers and became the Spider-Man of 2099, navigating the corruption and challenges of a future New York City. Punisher 2099 featured a new iteration of the Punisher driven by a desire for justice in a crime-ridden future. Doom focused on a version of Dr. Doom who ruled over the futuristic society with an iron fist, exploring his complex motivations and power struggles. The stories often delved into themes of power, corruption, identity, and the consequences of technology in a dystopian future. Maybe it is worth going back and reading all that series then. Might give us some insights to our current situation. Anyway, that's all I've got for this episode. If you can think of some questions that you want me to ask Chat GPT or ask it yourself, of course, leave a comment. Otherwise, if you like this video and you want to see more odd, I think, content like this, maybe a little bit off the beaten path, like and subscribe, hit the bell so that you're notified when I create a new video. Sorry I haven't made any lately. I've been dealing with personal and family issues, but I hope to get on a more regular schedule now. And if I think of any more oddball uses for Chat GPT and comics, I'll definitely make another video about it. Coming up, I've got more new comics to showcase, as well as my big box of good stuff from my trip to Mile High Comics in Denver, which seems like almost a lifetime ago. But that box is still unopened, and I intend to open it soon on a video. Not much into unboxing videos, as I've mentioned before, but this one should be a fast open, and then I'll just dump out all the contents carefully. All right, folks, appreciate your viewership. Stay geek.